Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Buffon making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter, so I'm not sure he sees any real significance in it, but to me, it's a foundation that can only stand him in good stead for the remainder of his career.
And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Italy with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He leaps for it! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Raul, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Kukçu, gently done. Isco. And they are prompt with their pressing. First quarter of an hour gone. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Argentina still without a single shot on target. And this is Romero. He's picked his way. Can he finish? Denied by an instinctive save.
Romero is offering a wry smile there.
Decent chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Haaland! Goal! Argentina! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting...
And he shoots! Haaland, and he's lost his man. Real chance!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
He's through here, and he's definitely onside. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great defending, strong and determined. Isco is the team's great visionary. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Looking to play him in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Cannavaro. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Argentina coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Argentina leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break.
Substitution.
So we're off again. Argentina currently ahead by the smallest of margins. That has been cut short. Isco. Now it's Kukçu. And it's De Jong. Played out wide. Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Marcelo takes aim and crosses. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Argentina clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Romero is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Marcelo making good progress. Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Romero gathers from the goal kick. Baresi is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Now that looks a decent ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He can run onto that. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Raul tries to pass it through. Shot a goal! And that's in! Italy are back in business! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Now it's Romero. And a chance! Goal! Argentina! And they're back in front. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake.
Tries a shot! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Now it's Haaland, and he's running through. Pedri, time added on 4 minutes. De Jong. Neymar. And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Argentina.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. And the lineup suggests, Jim, that it's going to be a 3-4-3 formation.
Well, I always feel, Peter, that central midfield is a big area of responsibility in this system.
Oh, what has happened here? Aimed at the foot. Getting up there! Goal! Argentina! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off.
And it's been given away. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? Great vision. And the pass is intercepted.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Neymar. Rijkaard. Mbappe. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Yamal. And that pass just didn't quite work. Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yamal. Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now that looks a decent ball. Buffon gets it away. Well, they've got it again. And here's Maradona. Yamal. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Lewandowski. Now there's a fine ball. Yamal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Lamine Yamal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Great defending, strong and determined. Haaland couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Shapes to shoot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Beckham certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
De Jong. No way through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable. Lewandowski clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Schlotterbeck. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I'm afraid to
Argentina go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Argentina have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution for France. Number 15, Robert Lewandowski.
So we're off again.
Argentina can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
He has found the way through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Isco. Isco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Isco must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Isco. Now, can they get him away? And he's had it nicked away. And this is Isco. Oh, good-looking ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Decent chance! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips.
Shoots! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution for France. Number 3, Conte.
So we have movement on both benches. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Number 19, Messi. Number 17.
No way through there.
Number 20.
And it's Ronaldinho.
Neymar. Substitution
Just about up to 75 minutes. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Look at this. And the finish! And no mistake. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
France may be down, but not out just yet. And we have our very first corner. Corner number 2 then. And he's heaved it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Ronaldinho. Closing in on goal. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's going wide left. Well read, nice interception. Neymar. Messi. Messi running with intent. He's picked his way through. Shot could be on. Now that's a fine challenge. Maradona really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Oh, good claim by the keeper. Certainly earned his keep there. 5 minutes to add. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And he's found the way past. Goes for a shot! And there's a goal! Deep into injury time! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Argentina can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Thank you very much for your
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Argentina truly can look back on a job well done. Having gone ahead with that first attempt on goal, you could tell it really...
Kuiku yang mau mabar gue.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Argentina.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
And he welcomes it. It's Son Heung-min against the crossbar. Goal! Argentina! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Great vision. And he's only too happy to take that back. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Isco. Isco! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And a header! And that's a tidy finish. They are purring, truly purring. What a header, flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, good climb! And that's a good finish. Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Manchester United cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Pass is just off target. Zanetti. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Messi. Now it's Dani Olmo. Can he get on the end of this? Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Fermin. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Chance! Oh, good finish! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Argentina are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation.
There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rizal really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This is a promising build-up.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Isco. That's a nicely shaped ball. That's good play. Just eases him off the ball. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Argentina claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 14, Gerard.
So off we go again.
Coming on the field is number 23, Vitinha.
Messi. And this is Ronaldo.
Might want to be careful there.
It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Marcelo, and he lines up a cross. Son Heung-min! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Son Heung-min is offering a wry smile there.
Oh, he's having a go! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Isco is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. It's a goal kick. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Cristiano Ronaldo! That is produced there, the crispest of hits.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the
Chance! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rizal. Not the most accurate pass. It's a throw-in.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 22, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 18.
He's had it taken off him.
Number 23, Vitinha. Coming on the field.
And here's Dani Olmo.
Number 13.
And here's Dani Olmo.
Number 10.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Marcelo spots it and intercepts. Vermeer. Now it's Haaland. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Isco. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rijkaard. Dani Olmo. Plays a sharp little ball here. Sneijder. It's Sneijder!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's decided to go for it. And there goes the final whistle. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, to win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Haaland voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Is now in operation for your safety.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency, and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability He really does excel all round.
Now that's well seen too. De Jong. And here's Haaland. Dembele. Juve. Now it's Totti. Totti. Lovely feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Lopez. Fermin unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Juve, and he's managed to get... And a chance! And it's come back out to him. He's delivered all right! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Tries to play it through. Romero, always a very imposing presence at the back.
Goa really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Kukcu. Haaland. He's under a lot of pressure there. Albert Ferrer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. Shot could be on. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. And he's in on, can he finish? It's loose, and oh, what has happened here? Cleared without hesitation. Oh, shooting chance! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please be reminded that drinking is
Argentina
only
come
allowed
in
the area
at
Showtime.
half-time
Thank
on
you
the
very
wrong
much
end
for your
of a
cooperation.
1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Isco. And again, they run up against stubborn defence. It's Dembele! And that's in. And there's the goal they've been looking for. How do you look back on that goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that.
Goes for the shot!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Isco. Threads one in. And here's Son Heung-min. Tries a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Isco. And he's heaved it away. And that's been won straight back. Kukçu. And here's Haaland. That is a great pick out. No, it's come to nothing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he was quick to react. Great vision. And no, that was never going to make it.
Argentina really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Lopez.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is ended up in no man's land.
There will be one.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. And there goes the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Well, it seems fair to say, Jim, that Diego Forlan is the outstanding player in this lineup.
Yeah, and I think it's incredible how his career has turned out after a difficult start. He's made himself into a great all-round player with vision and creativity in addition to his finishing now.
And a reputation for being lethal, clinical, vital in front of goal is by now very, very richly deserved.
Really effective.
Now it's Lopez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Mbappe. And that's really well manoeuvred. Romero. Isco. Kokchu. Haaland. Haaland! Oh, cracking effort.
Haaland certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
And here's Son Heung-min. Otto cuts it out. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Messi. Marcelo is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now it's Lopez.
Forlan really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Big chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Isco. Schmeichel. Gerrard. Otto. Otto tries a cross. Corner number 2 then. Oh, great leap! He scored! The first significant strike. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Otto, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's going for goal! That's going to go a long way. Cross goes in there, and he's taking no chances there. Engages and... He's having a shot! Oh, good finish! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Argentina really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. Back on the way then. And here's Son Heung-min.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's come to nothing. Isco. And it's Lopez. De Jong is the team's great visionary.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through. And that's an excellent interception. Odo. Yaya Toure.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Thinks about the shot. He's had a shot! And there's a goal! Into the lead once more. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 18, Diego Forlan. Diego Forlan. Diego Forlan.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Mbappe. Alonso. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's played through for him. Oh, real chance! And he hits the net. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Quite a game, this. All square again.
You've got to commend...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, that was coming, Peter. You know, he was on a final warning after all. Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
And this is Messi! And that's a tidy finish. And they get themselves in front! Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Substitution on the field, number 10, Mbappe. Coming on the field is number 8.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's picked his way through. Good read, needed to be.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's Forlan! Fantastic from Forlan! A finish of true class! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Xavi Alonso. Messi. Now it's Forlan. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that interception was... And that will be it. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.